Let's stand and find our Pilates posture. Weight evenly distributed, abs in, tailbone long, ribs in, shoulders back and down. Back of the neck is nice and long. Let's do a couple of shoulder rolls, inhaling to lift and exhaling back and down. And inhaling to lift and exhaling back and down. A couple more times. Good. And then we're just going to bring that band in front of us. We're going to fold it in. Actually, you know what? Let's keep it loose for now. Let's just hold on to it here. Just a couple really quick reminders. When we use the band, sometimes people have a tendency to cock their wrists like that. So be sure to keep your knuckles, your wrist, and your forearm in a straight line. Don't want to drop down either. And so all we want to do right now, make sure you're standing up nice and tall. And from your ankles, sway forward, put a little bit more weight in your toes. Try not to stick your booty out. And then roll your shoulders up, back, and down, and lift that band just up to shoulder height. Let's lift the elbows a tiny bit higher. So your shoulders are going to roll in just a teeny bit. And we're just going to pull back and forward. A little rowing motion here. But as you do this, try not to arch as you pull, right? So keep those ribs pulled down. Just some little abdominal awareness. And again, look at those wrists and make sure that they're staying in line with your forearms. 2 more, and last one. Hands a little farther than hip width apart, shoulders back and down, lift your arms up, keep the ribs pulled in, this time towards your pinkies. I just want you to pull out and out, and out, and out. 2 more, out, and out. Now pull out and squeeze back and come in. Pull out, squeeze back and come in. Out, back, and in. 1 more, out, back, and in. Relax that. And now we're going to lift it up, shoulder height. If that's okay with you, stay there. If you want a little more, bring those arms up, but not so far that you arch. So keep those ribs down. Shoulders back and down, pull out, squeeze down. And then just make that one fluid motion. Pull out and squeeze down at the same time, out and down, ribs down. 2 more, and relax. Shoulders up, back, and down. Let's fold the band in half. And step into that fold with your left foot, please. Under the arch of your foot. And then the band goes into your right hand. Rotate your palm to face me and straighten out your right arm, sorry. Turn your left toes in. Oh, public service announcement. Next week on Saturday, be sure to wear your bunny ears, your pastel, whatever represents spring, Passover, that's today. Easter, etc. to you. All right, left toes in. Straighten out that left leg. Keep your right hand by your side for now. Rotate it open. Lift that left leg. Leading with the heel. Lift, 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 and lift. Put the leg down. Right arm is going to lift out to the side, and you're trying not to bend the elbow. It's not really a bicep curl. You could make it a bicep curl if you feel like you want to work that more than your outer shoulder. And now we'll put those 2 things together. So toe turns in, leg is straight, and we lift both at the same time, working our balance, working our medial deltoid here, working those outer hips. And lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. Stay lifted. Let's give it a pulse. Good. Stay with that band around your left leg, but move the band into your left hand. Bend your right knee, extend that left leg back, and bring your left arm a little in front of you. Again, thumb is facing the front. Lift that back leg. If you want, you could bend and straighten, bend and straighten. And if you're going to do that, you're going to bend and straighten, do a bicep curl at the same time, right? Or you can keep both straight and do a leg extension and work that anterior deltoid. So you have an option here. Keep it going. So again, that right leg is bent, balancing here. 2, and 1, and bring that up. All right, leave the band in your left hand, but move that to underneath your right arch. Palm is open towards me. Right leg turns in, straighten it out, abs in. Leading with that heel. Give me a couple lifts here. Good, and then leg down, and now arm lifts. Again, working that medial, a little bit of anterior deltoid or bicep curl if you prefer. And then we'll put those two things together. Lifting both, and lift, and lift. Two more. Good, hold it up and repulse. And relax. Shift into right hand and right leg. And again, that arm is slightly in front of you, that back leg, we bend the left leg, sorry. That back leg goes up and you have the option to just extend it, or you can do a little bend and straighten, bend and straighten. You can add to that a bicep curl, right? Or you can straighten the arm and straighten the leg and lift them both. Good, keep working that balance. And relax. Shake that out for a second. All right, and we're gonna head down to a seated position, please. I don't know where my assistant went. Hey, you coming? Oh, all right. I'm afraid it might just be me today. Oh my goodness. All right, take that band and we're gonna bring it again, fold it in half for now. A little bit more than shoulder width apart. Shoulders squeeze back and down, and let's extend backwards into that roll down position. Pull the ribs in just a little bit, and all we're gonna do from here is that press out and squeeze back slightly, just some shoulder blade awareness. But of course, as you do this, try not to pop those ribs up. Pull them back and down. Pull them back and down 2 more times like this. Good, and then see if you can lift the arms a little higher and still keep the ribs down, pulling out and down, out and down, out and down. Good, and maybe even one more level if you want. Overhead, press out and down, out and down. Little teeny bend as you pull down. And relax. Shoulders up, back, and down. Let's go ahead and bring those bands behind your hamstrings. Palms to the sky. Pull your belly button in and use that to just roll yourself down a vertebra at a time. And then once you get to the bottom, you can go ahead and take the band and we'll go back to that position with our hands just a little bit more than shoulder width apart. Pull those ribs down, abs in, nice neutral spine. And then all we're gonna do is pull out and down, out and down. So you should feel your shoulder blades pressing against the ground 2 more times. And then leave the shoulder blades down, back of the neck is long. And then hands are gonna reach forward. Deep breath in. On the exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Try and get the shoulder blades up. Lift the arms overhead and pull out on the band. And then come down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. So ab prep exercise. And pull out. And back down. And lift and press out. And down. And keep that going. Two more. Last time, with that band over your head, stay here, stretch, stretch, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax down, bring your arms all the way over your head, let your ribs pop up. Deep breath in, exhale, lift your legs into tabletop. Float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Inhale, stretch the legs out, stretch the arms out, open the legs, open the arms, back to center and bend. Reach, open, close, bend. Reach, open, close, bend. So double leg stretch here with just a little add-on. If your neck is bothering you, you can do this head down, right? As you reach those arms overhead, you still got a lot going on, and those legs are creating that tension and resistance, trying to lift up your lower back, but you stay stronger than that. 2 more like that, please. And last one. Let's bring that band around behind your legs this time. Bring your hands apart, again, shoulder level. Deep breath in, exhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. Press out on your band. We're going to pulse in that 100 position, but we're pushing out towards those pinkies, right? So we have some action going on here. You can leave your legs in tabletop. They can be straight up. They can be on an angle if you like, or you can bend on the 5 inhales and extend on the 5 exhales. And if your neck is bothering you, you are certainly welcome to leave that down. You have 4 more like that, pulsing, inhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhaling, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 more. Last few. And last one. Hug those knees in, take a quick break. All right, let's keep that band folded in half and bring it in front of the right thigh. Hands reach long. Deep breath in, lift your legs into tabletop. Reach long with those fingers, and then exhale to lift up. And I'm gonna press my fingers long, but I'm not gonna let my knee move forward, right? If anything, I'm gonna pull my knee in by an inch, extend that left leg, reach through that left leg, back to center, band on top of that left thigh, reach through those right toes, press to lift yourself higher, pull the knee in to resist, reach through the right toes, and inhale, switch, here we go. Exhale, press through the left toes, resist with the right, and switch, inhaling and exhaling to stretch, and inhaling to switch. Exhale, reach through the toes. Inhale, pull that thigh in. Good, keep that going for me, please. Pressing that band, reaching through those arms. Again, that shoulder blade awareness. So we're still working with those shoulder blades. 4 more. Last 2. And then feet down. Keep those bands folded in half. Take your hand through the loop on one side and hold on to the tails on the other side. Try and keep your fingers long rather than crunched up, and bring that band across your hips. All right, you're going to do your best to get all 10 fingertips on the ground. Notice if your wrists are piped up, try to put your wrists down also. Follow with your forearms, your elbows, and your triceps. Back of the neck is long, and notice if your shoulders are lifted, press them down, but did that pop your ribs up? Pull those down. So long spine, everything working here. Keep your hands on the ground and lift the hips in your bridge position. Make sure the triceps are working to hold everything down, and then push the hips up an inch or 4 and down whatever, 2 inches, and then up and down and up and down. Feeling those glutes squeezing. Good, keep that going. 4 more like that. Last 2 and last 1. Sorry, technical difficulties here. All right, and then we're going to come up again in that bridge, but let your hands hover above the ground. But therefore, I want your legs a little higher. And then this time, I want you to tap your hands to touch the ground lift those 2 or 4 inches, tap down, lift up, tap to lift, tap to lift. Hips are staying stable, lift or tap, tap, and tap. 2 more. Good, and relax. All right, so you might feel that a lot in your arms. We still want to feel it in our glutes too, and we're going to put the 2 things together. So lift the hips, let the hands hover, and then push the hands down as you lift the hips even higher. Hold 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax both. Press up as you push down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Press up as you push up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Push the hands down as the hips lift. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it. Press it up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Again. And one more time. And relax. All right, we're going to lasso our right foot. You have some options. You're right there at home. If you feel safe, you can just put your foot through the loop. If that doesn't feel comfortable to you, if you're afraid the band will pop off, then go around the top of the foot and behind. So you choose, and then grab that band in your right hand, and let's get that shoulder down on the ground. Even if there's a little bend in that right elbow, that's fine. Let's point and flex through that foot a couple times. Good. And then that left hand, bring that to your low abs. Make sure those ribs are staying down. And we're going to go into our leg circles. But we're using our right hand to help create these circles. So maybe you can keep a little less movement in those hips. And your left hand is keeping track of what's going on, that there's not too much movement otherwise. And as you start your circle, you inhale. As you finish your circle, you exhale. And finally, if you want, extend that left leg, flex through that heel, and see if you can get that back of the left leg a little closer to the ground. So inhale to start your circle, reverse the circle. Inhale to start it, exhale to finish it. And big arm sweep, that's okay. Big leg sweep, so long as there's not a ton of movement in the hips. Good. Next time that leg is up, leave it there. Bring your left foot up into it and let your right foot come down on the ground. Move the bands into your left hand, bend that elbow in to pull down, and let's just point and flex that left foot a couple times. Right hand on your right hip or those low abdominals to keep track of what's going on, and then start your small circles. When you're feeling a little more confident, make those circles bigger. And then straighten out the right leg if you want and flex through that heel. Try and get the back of the right knee closer to the ground. Keep that going. Couple more here. All right, put that other foot back up in there. So we have both feet in there for now. And then let's flip our hands so the band is just between your thumbs and your index fingers, a little easier. And we're going to do a very assisted double leg lower. But because you're using your arms to help, I want you to be really conscientious about keeping the ribs down, back of the neck long, abs in, and then exhale. Give me a bicep curl to lift the legs up using mostly your biceps for now. Point the toes to lower and exhale to flex and lift. And then see if you can focus more on the abs doing the work than the biceps as you come back up. And keep that going. Good. And the next time your legs lower, let's bend the knees to tabletop. Bring your hands down by your side, and we're going to go palm down again. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm not doing that. Sorry. Take the bands off your feet. Bring the bands and fold them in half again. Legs do stay in that tabletop. Deep breath in. Ribs pull down, arms go up overhead, nice and steady here. And lower body is just doing the toe touch. But ribs are nice and flat. Keep that going. Oh, man, it's going off. Couple more here, please. Last two, last one, hug those knees in and take a quick break. All right, and then from there, we're going to bring those bands behind our hamstrings and palms are facing up and our feet are down. Breath in. On the exhale, use your biceps to help pull yourself up to a seated position. Inhale at the top. And then exhale, take your time, roll back down again, a vertebra at a time. Inhale at the bottom. Exhale, belly button pulls in, elbows bend, roll yourself up, inhale tall. And exhale, roll back down again, deep breath in. And one more time, exhale to roll up. And let's stay seated. All right, so we're going to take that band and we are going to lasso this time. We're going to bring the band across the tops of your feet and then through and around behind your arches. And you'll flex through your feet and widen them just a little bit. Good. Let's keep a bent knee just for a second here until you get that rowing motion going, right? Just again, shoulder blade awareness. And then if you have that flexibility, go ahead and straighten the legs. But make sure when you straighten the legs that your spine doesn't collapse. Good. A few more here. Beautiful. Now, I want you to cross your straps so you have a little extra tension. And bring your arms out here. Keep your palms low. And then lift your elbows up, so it's a deeper rowing motion. Or almost an upright row, but not quite. I want you to add on, when your arms come up, I want you to rotate your toes apart and then together. So open. Create this rotation, not from your ankles and not from your knees, but from your entire hip, rolling open and then back. You might feel your thighs, your quads engage a little bit. You should feel your outer hips engage. You may feel some down the outside of your shins, your peroneal area on the outside here. 4 more. 3. Last 2. And last 1. Everything is on stretch. Open your feet a little wider, bring your elbows a little higher and press and press and press and press. 2 and 1. Woo, grab hold of that band and just bring yourself forward in a hinge to start with, and then round and drop. Just passive stretch here. Roll your belly button in, slide back. Roll up a vertebra at a time, and sit up nice and tall. And then let's grab those bands off of our feet, fold the bands in half. We are, of course, going to do the clam today with the bands. So take your band around your thighs, and you want to have hold of both the loop and the tail, unless you want to tie them in a knot, and then lie down. And you're going to need to knuckle down so that your top hand, the knuckles are on the ground. Your ear is on your arm and your waistline is lifted. Let's drop that waistline and lift it and drop it and lift it. And one more time, we're going to drop and lift and then keep it lifted. Heels together, toes apart, Pilates V. Open your legs so that that top leg is at hip height. Good. And then from there, open it a little farther, and press, 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 and 3, and 2, and 1. Hold it open. We're going to pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to lift the legs up, keep the knees on the ground. We're going to open and pulse. 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax. All right, let's flip that over to the other side, please. So the opposite leg on top, hands through the loop and grabbing those heels. Knees are bent, ears on your arm, waistline is lifted, heels together, toes apart, knuckle down, deep breath in. Press that leg open to hip height and then even as far as you can get it. Those feet are in that Pilates V, heels together, toes apart. And then we pulse 4, 3, 2, and 1. We flip it so the legs are up in the air, the heels are up in the air, and we pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and relax that down. All right. As long as we're on this side, let's stay on this side and lift ourselves up onto that elbow. If you need a little extra cushioning for that elbow, feel free to fold your mat. All right, let's grab the band and we're gonna go single, right? So we're gonna unfold it and just put that in your lower hand, right? And then you will have that knuckle grip this time. Make sure that elbow is right underneath your shoulder. That shoulder is pushed back and you're lifting and using your lats. And then you're just gonna grab the band wherever right now. You can adjust it once you get up here. And then come on up in a side plank. And then lift that top arm. And I want you to feel some tension on that band. Keep that bottom pinky on the ground. And then I want you to rotate open just 4 inches and center. And open and center. So you have tension on the band the whole time. And relax. All right, we're spinning over to the other side, please. And again, that bottom elbow is right underneath the shoulder. The shoulder pushes back. We lift up out of it. We engage those lats. We're going to grab that band, bottom fist and top arm. We're going to come up with some tension on that band. Find that side plank and then adding on if you want by rotating open and open. Center and open. And relax. All right, let's come all the way over onto our abdominals. Must be something interesting out the window. Here's your entertainment finally. All right, band out, actually, sorry, drape it across your sacrum for now as you roll onto your abs. And then your hands come around and grab that band and palms face up. Big toes together if possible, or hip distance if that's better. But try and get your heels in line with the toes, not flopped out to the side. Engage those quads by lifting the kneecaps, but toenails press into the ground. Deep breath in, exhale, slide your hands down your knees, down your legs, squeeze the shoulder blades together, lift up, and then we'll lift even a little bit higher. And then we're gonna open the palms again, or the pinkies, open, 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 and exhale down. Deep breath in. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together, pull, lift, kneecaps lift, but toes press down. Open 4, 3, 2, and 1, and exhale down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift, and open, 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 and down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift, press, 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 press. One more time, deep breath in. Exhale, lift, and squeeze, 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 and squeeze, and relax down. Now we're gonna bring that band out in front of you. You probably want to have a slightly looser grip, and you can, again, adjust this as needed. Toenails down, shoulders up, back and down. Deep breath in, exhale, lift up. My hands are still on the ground. Pull the belly button in, and then if you can, lift those arms, and then you're gonna squeeze back and bring them forward. Open and squeeze breaststroke, right? So you have tension on the band the whole time, or you can loosen that tension as your arms come forward. Feet are staying down, of course. Back of the neck is long. Couple more here, please. All right, and then let's press back in our resting position. Heels sit back on your hips. No, hips sit back on your heels. Good. As you come forward, you're coming down onto your elbows. Walk those feet back together and just get a nice stretch here. So the first plank we're going to do here, we're just going to grab the band. Hopefully it's right there, but grab it pretty close together. So maybe just 2 inches. Shoulders up, back and down. Then walk your hands apart, even with your elbows, so that now you do have tension on the band. Shoulders down to your ears. Pre-plank, collarbone back, ribs back, belly button back. And then into your regular plank, but notice if your hands keep wanting to come in, I want you to press out. Feel that in the outsides of your shoulders. Feel a little more awareness all the way down through that plank. Pinkies stay on the ground, hands are wide, back of the neck is long. Pressing through those heels. And relax. And now, as you come up, you're going to bring that band around behind your shoulders, underneath your armpits. So hands are going to be doing that same thing that they just did in the previous one. They're going to be pushing apart, but start with some tension, but don't have it too difficult because we're coming down into that plank. Again, pinkies are going to stay on the ground, and then as you're ready, find your plank, and you'll feel tension between your shoulder blades where that band is. I want you to press against the band. Press against the band. It might look as if my hip is lifting, but that's only because those shoulders are pushing. So keep that press, press. And now we'll relax, and you choose whether you want a windshield wiper your legs or press back in resting position. And then relax, and let's press all the way up. Seated position. And we're gonna sit nice and tall. If you have difficulty sitting tall with your legs straight, then roll your mat up so that you can sit on that mat, because we're going to do 2 seated exercises. And then once you're there, go ahead and pull those glutes out from under you. And if you still can't sit tall, just bend your knees, that's fine. All right. We're going to, you choose, you can double up for a little more tension on your band, or you can keep it single. But whichever way, your arm's going to be a little farther than shoulder width apart. Shoulders back and down, deep breath in. We're going to do the saw. So you're going to exhale to the right. You're going to hinge forward, and maybe you'll be able to bring that left hand down to the right, and then open that back arm and feel some work going on there. And then come back up. Deep breath in. Exhale, twist to the left. Hinge forward. Maybe that right hand can grab those left toes, and then that left arm stretches behind you, and then inhale tall. So here we go. Exhale, twist, arm down, back arm reaches, inhale, twist. sit up tall, hinge forward, and reach. If you want, again, you can have that longer, slightly easier. You might be able to reach farther with that back arm. One thing I want you to notice is when you hinge to the left, does your right hip want to sit up? When you hinge to the right, does your left want to sit up? Let's go just a couple more here. And really reach with that back arm. And then relax. And now we're going to bring our feet together and big toes are going to touch. And those big toes touching, that of course is our checkpoint as we do the seated twist. And again, you probably could double up on this one. Notice if you've rounded into your back, I was getting sloppy there, extend tall. And then arms more than shoulder distance apart. Again, be careful of those wrists. Remember, our big toes are our checkpoint so that when we come back to center, we know we've rotated at the waist, not the hips. If I rotated at the hips, my feet would move apart. Shoulders back and down. Let's rotate towards the front of the room and then take that back arm and twist 1, 2, and 3. Inhale, center to the other side. Twist, twist, twist. Center and open and twist, twist, twist. Center, turn. Each time you twist a little farther on an exhale. Twist, twist, twist. Inhale, center. And center. And center. And relax. All right, let's go ahead. We're going to head back down onto our spine. You can roll that mat out. On the way down, we're once again going to bring that band behind our hamstrings and mosey our way down nice and easy, a vertebra at a time, noticing if one side of the spine wants to go sooner than the other, try to even it up. Deep breath in, exhale, bend those elbows, use your biceps, bring yourself up. And then one more time, exhale, roll it down, taking your time. And last time, curl it up. Stay there, bend your knees, tabletop position. Roll yourself down, try and keep your knees where they are, and pull yourself out, up, without kicking your legs out, right? So I'm not rocking, I'm not doing rock, like, right? See how my knees come in when I go down and my legs come out when I go up? We're not doing that. We're doing the opposite of that, right? So knees stay in place and you really have to lift yourself up to your knees and then roll back down, okay? Try 2 more like that. If you're only getting this far, that's okay. All right, and then we're gonna come all the way up and we're gonna balance here. And then we're just gonna bring those bands behind our legs and let them lower. And then we'll use our biceps or our abs or a combination to lift those legs. But again, we're trying not to do anything with the upper body, right? Torso stays in place. And then bend the knees. Okay, let's put it together with a little more challenge. We're gonna do straight legs, but you can stick with bent knees if that works better for you. You can stick with your feet on the ground if that works better. So bands over the top of the feet, crisscrossing around behind. And here we are again, lifting up into that balanced position, legs straight. And then just give me one movement of just the legs, and then one movement of just the arms or upper body, right? And then arms and legs both come down. I'm gonna, switch this out a little bit. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold in half, come into a V. Inhale, lift through the shoulder blades, lift through the lower spine, try and extend, and then exhale all the way down. Deep breath in. Exhale, up into your teaser. Find that V, controlled balance at the top. And exhale down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift it up. And exhale down. Inhale at the bottom to prepare. Exhale, lift. You might be doing this. Keep going. You might be doing this with your knees bent and feet on the ground and just lifting your upper body. You might be doing it in tabletop position. You choose, guys. We're going to do 2 more, and then we're going to balance at the top in that V. Good. Holding, 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 lifting, holding, reaching, and bend those knees. Let's uncross. Double up your band again, please. And we're going to roll down, and as you do so, bring that band behind you to the base of your skull, and try and have it fairly flat, not too bunched up. All right, and then palms are facing the ceiling, elbows are wide, knees are bent, feet are flat. So in this position, you should feel that your chest is open, the back of your neck is in line with your spine, your head's in line with your spine. Deep breath in. On the exhale, we're gonna lift the head and the arms as a unit, not arms first, not head first, everything at the same time. 1, 2, 3, everything lifts. Now, while you're here, I want you to pull out on the band so that you're not here with a folded band. You're trying to pretend that your band is actually a metal pole. And then I want you to twist towards me, but keep those hands apart. So you don't let this back arm come back to center. Inhale and exhale, twist away. And inhale, center. And exhale, twist to me and center. Away and center. Keep tension on that band. Make sure your band didn't become a band. It's a metal pole. And then relax. Adding on if you want, you don't have to. Deep breath in, legs come tabletop. Pull the belly button in, pull the ribs in, lift it up, twist to me and center, and away and center. Keep those elbows nice and wide. They might be so wide that your bottom elbow taps the ground. Couple more. And then relax. And we'll do one final add-on if you want. So that band is behind your head, elbows are wide, legs are tabletop. Deep breath in, exhale, lift it up, take your back leg, reach it away as you twist towards me, come back through center, front leg reach, back, reach to the back, turn to the back. Opposite leg goes away from the direction in which you twist. Couple more here. And everything relaxes. Band in front of your shins. Take a little rock side to side. Bring those arms over your head. A little bit of tension. Drop your knees to the left and drop your arms up overhead to the right. And then top leg up, bottom leg follows. Let's go the other way. And then as you come back, let's lasso the front of that right foot if you want, or we've done this before. If you want to put the foot in the band so that it's parallel with the band, then we can use that to get a little extra stretch. For now, let's just bend the right elbow and open that leg to the right as the left leg opens to the left. If you prop your right elbow on the ground, you can get a nice passive stretch here through that inner thigh. And then reach over with your left hand, bring everything back through center. One band in each hand. Let's point the ball of the foot to the sky and then follow with the toes. And then the toes are going to pull back and the ball of the foot pushes up and the heel pushes up. And if you want to keep the band in the same hand, that's fine. Ball of the foot up, toe back, ball of the foot back, heel up, and then one more time, press and reach. And then we're going to straighten out that left leg, and we're going to bend that right knee in really close. Get that rib and thigh connection. You can see my leg is shaking a little bit. And then I want you to straighten the leg by pressing the heel to the sky, and that should be a really deep stretch. Make sure the band is now in your left hand. Turn your right toes in. You might already feel that stretch starting in your IT band. You can bring that left elbow over to the side and let the leg hang, so we're getting that passive stretch. And then we're going to bend that knee. And as we do so, you can just take that band off of that foot as it drops over the left thigh. Bend the knees and reach that band around behind your left hamstring. Just single is fine. And pull that left leg in, thread your needle. Bend that left knee. Take the band off, cross your legs all the way over. Band can go on that left shin if you want, doesn't have to. We'll rock side to side. And then knees open all the way to the left, right arm to the right. Slide your left leg straight, followed by the right. See if that right side might feel a little flatter. And then bend the right knee, and we'll lasso the left foot, or put your foot into the band parallel with it. And then band is going to be in your left hand for now. And let it drop to the left, flexed as your right foot drops open. Maybe your left elbow can just rest on the ground to support that. Reach over with your right hand and bring everything back, and then maybe just one hand, maybe both, as we point those left toes, and then pull them back and press the ball of the heel and then the heel to the sky, and then ball of the foot and toe, and then toe back, ball of the foot. One more time, articulate through that foot, and then bend that knee in really strong. Maybe use both hands, get the rib and the thigh to connect, and then straighten the leg. Ooh, that becomes intense. And then straighten out the right leg as you drop that left leg to the right. Maybe that right elbow can give you that stretch. Turn your toe in to get that IT band. And then as you bend the knee, you can just pull that band off, cross the left leg over the right, lasso that right hamstring as you get that thread the needle stretch. And then we'll bend both knees crisscross. Bend over your shins, take a little break, rock side to side, and then knees drop right. And straighten the right leg, followed by the left. Arms up overhead. Your choice of how you make it to a square position on your hands and knees. You can roll up a vertebra at a time. You can roll over to your side. Meet me there. You feel free to unmute so that you can cat bunny. And here we are on all fours. As a matter of fact, let's take a moment and let's do our zigzag cat cow. So left hand forward, right knee forward, and then cow and cat. Good. And then hand back, knee back. Right hand forward, left knee forward. And again, cow cat. Sounds like Calcutta, where cows are worshipped. All right, from back to center. All right, regular old round into your cat. And then open into your bunny. So you're gonna make that little sound if you want, or whatever bunny sound you want. Exhale, cat. Meow. Yeah. Thank you. And inhale, bunny. What's up, Doc? And exhale, cat. Meow. And inhale, bunny. What's up, Doc? All right. Take those shoulders out of your ears. Take those toes back so you're in a high plank. Shoulders out of your ears. Press through those heels. Pull your ribs in. And then shift your weight back so you're in that down dog. You can walk your hands back, or if you have furniture in the way, you can walk your feet forward. Drop your head, pedal those feet, if that would feel good for you. Good. Wide stance. Drop all the way over. Maybe grab your ankles, bend your elbows, and pull yourself deeper and lower. Bend the knees, hands on your thighs. Come halfway up and let's round into that cat. And opening that bunny. Good, shoulders out of your ears, bring it up. Happy Saturday. Don't forget your ears, your pastels, whatever. You can dress as a chicken next week if you want.